that. Start hitting y'all with the Shotgun of Harlem. Well. See y'all already in here. Spaz, what up? Y'all like the video as y'all coming through? Got a whole lot of nigga shit going on. Chris Brown and his guys that rode on Usher. Boosie done got caught with the weaponry. Let's get right to it. Boosie reportedly arrested in San Diego for gun charges. If y'all subscribe to the channel and y'all follow me on Instagram, Calisthenic King, what's good, Pep? Dribble God Elite, welcome. Going on over there and watch that Marvin O'Connor interview. For y'all who got memberships, make sure y'all go get y'all memberships, man, so y'all can watch that exclusive content early. If y'all subscribe to the channel, y'all seen I uploaded the video of Boosie recorded a music video in San Diego. Shout out to San Diego. Stayed out there for about 9 months. Shout out to Dago. He was booked in San Diego. His name is Torrance Hatch. Middle name Ivy. Birth 1982. He's charged with felon in possession of a firearm. That's the big one. That's the big one. And CCW in a vehicle. That's carrying a concealed weapon in a vehicle. So that tells me he probably was in a traffic stop of some type. A third charge is prohibited ownership of firearm and ammunition. Maybe that's a California charge. An unlisted registered owner of a handgun. He got 4 charges. That first one, felon in possession of a firearm, that's the one that could put you on a shelf. That could put you on a shelf, sure enough. Y'all subscribe as y'all come in here. I mean, like the video, pardon me. That's the one that could put you on a shelf. See a lot of interesting comments on my Instagram page. Let me ask y'all something. Why when one of these dudes get in trouble, y'all get mad at us? Y'all get mad at us for reporting the news. Y'all don't get mad at the professional entertainer who has access to money and professional security who can carry the firearm for him. Y'all don't get agitated, upset, or ridicule or say little slick shit about these guys who are living reckless. He in San Diego with a hammer instead of having security carrying a hammer. And the end result is this. A new docket number, San Diego County Sheriff's Department. Y'all can go look at it. He said he can't have a gun because he's a felon, right? According to this charge sheet, he was charged with felon in possession of a firearm. That's not good. Eric Allen, they out temporarily. He said that's his fault. Yeah, definitely his fault. Being reckless, man. These guys got to exercise better judgment. Why he feel the need to carry a hammer, a firearm, personally? Maybe because he's wearing a lot of jewelry. Looked like he was shooting a music video in the trenches, where he would have. He should have had the stunt double shit on. That's why you got to have a stunt double jewelry on, like the joint that Mano stole from Troy Ave. You gotta have a stunt double jewelry on, man. When you're going to do a video in volatile territory, you're not sure about it. Wear your stunt double joint. So if anything happens, they get the booty joint. That's a great defense. That's what they for. That joint that Mano stole from my son. I mean, I said the joint Mano stole. The joint that Mano pilfered from Troy Avenue. It was 100% a stunt double joint. I told y'all about this. Y'all gotta if you're utilizing a stunt double joint, ooh, he out there doing a music video. I'm pretty sure somebody paid him for a feature. I'm sure you how to play defense. You don't accept no cash for the feature. Tell them, man, y'all got that shit, or y'all got the Cash App that shit, or y'all got the PayPal that shit, or do it digitally, some type of digital currency. Don't accept no cash. So I ain't got no money on me for y'all to rob, right? He's doing a music video with some guys he's trying to get on in the music business, so I'm pretty sure they playing defense for him. I'm pretty sure that he probably was in good hands. Those guys had an investment. Somebody paid for him to come out there. Whoever he was with probably was straight. But, hey, man, maybe they the guys that helped him get armed out there. Ain't no telling. Whatever the case, Mr. Charlie got the hammer now. And it's going to be some dark days for Lil Boosie. Unless he make it juicy for him. Hey, yo. We've seen some very, very crafty moves lately. He got a very, very heavy firearms possession charge. That nigga Rallo said, you know, I had to make it juicy for him. Hey, yo, I believe this is what's happening. I believe this is what I'm seeing, right? Because we not encountering smart criminals. It's been my experience, man, that people that live in that criminal lifestyle, that's really active participants, they generally are intelligent, have, you know, pretty good IQs. That's from being incarcerated, reading all them fucking books on psychology and shit like that. So criminals are fairly intelligent, right? These guys be doing a terrible, terrible job of imitating real criminals. They are. Because they doing it all wrong. I believe these aren't intelligent criminals. These aren't intelligent people. These aren't intelligent people. I believe these were poor, uneducated, disenfranchised young black men who made it in entertainment, but never ever attained any other type of education or, I don't know, social skills and shit like that. Like, some of these guys might be protected by their celebrity. They done find a way to make some money, rapping and shit like that. And you ain't got to do nothing else, I think. But I was looking at the Rollo fucking situation. I was looking at his interviews on Vlad TV and Say Cheese, and I believe Rollo's slow. I believe Rollo's slow. I believe Rollo's slow. I believe he said they slow. Yeah, man, poor education system and shit like that. I believe Rollo's slow. I believe he is. I believe he was just, you know, somebody who was dynamic in the streets. I mean, the way he said it, you know, I had to make it juicy for him. Hey, yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. But Boosie, this is someone who upholds the real nigga philosophy online. Everything that come out of Boosie's mouth is real nigga shit. Real nigga shit. And currently what we see is Boosie upholding his philosophies by getting arrested, by being a real nigga, holding the blicky. He had the blicky, living his raps. Living his raps. This is good street cred. Ain't that what this is? Ain't this street cred? When you get caught with the blick, this is street cred, right? Y'all gotta help me out. What extra credit do you get for having a pistol? I don't know if he got any problems with anybody. He's done some things in his past. You never know. I can't speak on that. He's done some things. So he said these gangsters are just not smart. He said he won't address it. He said Damon Frazier said he's scared. He said that nigga going out bad. Ho, 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 ho. Ain't no going out bad. Y'all love Boosie. This is a real nigga. This is a real nigga. This is a real nigga. This is what y'all be saying. This is what he be saying. This is the aura surrounding him, the energy, the theme. Real nigga shit. Real nigga shit. Let me get a fresh felony pistol case. Ain't none of y'all living like that. Ain't none of y'all living like that. Nigga what? Nigga what? He said crack babies are grown. Let me get a fresh pistol case that's gonna put me in the crosshairs of the federal government. I got priors. I done beat some shit. I done been in Angola. He done been through it. Terrence Gangster Williams said he wasn't really in population, but he done been through it, right? He got him a fresh hammer case. It ain't none of y'all niggas got one of these. Ain't none of y'all niggas that talk that gangster shit got no fresh felonies. Fuck out of here. Boosie the realest nigga out here. Getting them Fs. Getting them Fs. Stacking them up. Stacking them up. What y'all got to say now? What y'all got to say now? What y'all got to say now? Vlad gonna have to get a new guest. Vlad gonna have to get a new guest. He ain't gonna have the stomach to be on here talking and giving philosophies and shit. His stomach, your stomach ain't the same when you out on bail. That's a dark period. I was building Gully TV when I was out on bail. I was running. I had to run. Gully TV caused me to run. I had to become a fugitive. This shit would have been over with. I had to run and make sure that I asserted myself on my space before I went to jail. Fuck out of here. Motherfuckers tried to book me right as my space is popping off. About to book, man, I'm making me a page. Fuck out of here. Pee Wee Mac is on a tear. They zapping the fuck out of y'all. What is y'all doing? Oh, y'all mad. Y'all mad. Y'all mad at me that Boosie got him a fresh felony. Do you know anything about the beef between Meek Mill and the Game? Bodies are dropping. Nope, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. He said Vlad is somewhere highly disappointed. This nigga couldn't just go OT, book him an A-list hotel at the fucking San Diego Hilton down there on the water. Ain't that what it is? Got the big ass bridge, San Diego. San Diego, hold me down. That's the San Diego Hilton, right? With that big ass bridge to go over there. It's right down there on the water. The bridge light up at night. You can walk across it. It's not a couple blocks from Imperial. Ain't that it? You could run down there. There's basketball courts out there. Right out there in the park. And the hotel right there. He couldn't just book him a hotel. He couldn't just book the Hilton and go out there and get his motherfucking check for featuring in them niggas' song and appearing in that video. Now it's going to a lawyer. Now it's going to a lawyer. He said 3 blocks from Imperial. Facts. He said he knows Dago. Facts. I was down there. Around 16th and Imperial. 14th and Imperial. By the train station. Talk heavy. Talk heavy, dribble. Shout out to Mitchy Slick. See, I got a Mitchy Slick interview. Mitchy Slick rap about Imperial. He said, Mitchy, look, they put it in the comments. Mitchy, shout out, Mitch. What's up, my nigga? I see you, Mitch. Shout out to Strong Arm Steady. But Boosie has a fresh gun case. And if he don't make it juicy for him, it's going to be hectic. It's going to be hectic. He said, you think Boosie going to tell? Got to make it juicy for him. Got to make it juicy for him. It said carrying a concealed weapon in a vehicle. He had the blick, no security, hammer on him. Boosie brought that on himself, being stupid. Nah, he's a real nigga. Rest in peace to Charlie Mack LD. Let me talk about this for briefly. Because I was going to talk about it when he was living, but he's moved on to the essence. And I just say this. Y'all know I'm guilty of always sharing what's on my heart, right? Y'all know I'm always guilty of sharing what's on my heart. Let me say this. Wasn't nobody protecting no fucking Tupac in jail, yo. Wasn't nobody protecting no fucking Tupac Shakur in no fucking penitentiary. Tupac Shakur was raised by the fucking Black Panthers. This wasn't no bitch-ass, suck-ass nigga wetting from the streets and shit like that. You feel me? Do you know the type of soft motherfuckers be in prison? Trust me, Tupac was okay. He probably had an overabundance of niggas trying to show him love. He rapped about, Tupac wasn't no gangster rapper at the time that he was in jail. Tupac had Gotta Keep Your Head Up, inspirational songs. Brenda's Got a Baby, what my homies call. Them people was loving him. But them people wasn't posing. You know what? I done been in jail before. Trust me, Tupac was safe. And when he got there, his fucking stepfather, Mutulu Shakur, was famous for a case up there. He's a part of the Brooklyn Six, I believe they was called. His mother was part of the Brooklyn Six or some shit. His people was famous up there. Mutulu Shakur was a part of some state troopers being killed up there. Don't you know that them revolutionaries is up in them fucking, in Clinton Max? Don't you know that them Black Panthers was in there since the shit happened? Not just the ones that got arrested for it, but black revolutionaries. He's a Shakur. He's a Shakur. Black Liberation Army. So stop saying, I was going to get on here and say that to the now dearly departed Charlie Rock LD, but you wasn't protecting no Tupac, man. Let nobody saying that. You know what I mean? And that would be inappropriate for anybody black to say that. That would be just totally inappropriate for somebody to say that they was protecting him. You feel me? That just, seriously. Anyway, he said the BLA. When I heard that part of Charlie Rock's vlog, I was like, come on, man. You sensationalizing this shit, man, because Pac not here and shit like that. Tupac left that joint and made that song Hail Mary and said, to my niggas up in Clinton Max doing your bid, raise hell to this real shit. Don't that sound like he was okay up there? You just hear them niggas shaking the bars and shit like that when he said that shit. Put their institution on a map. Wasn't nobody protecting no goddamn Tupac. Dude wasn't protecting Tupac, but rest in peace to him. I believe that Charlie Rock, his feelings was hurt. I believe he passed away with a broken heart. From my perception, from me looking at Charlie Rock LD online, and me looking at Down Leezy online from the murder unit, and looking at others as well. And I'm saying to myself, damn, it's almost like they use y'all for y'all street credibility and y'all protection until they don't need you no more. Then they just cast y'all aside. When I was listening to Charlie Rock and listening to Down Leezy, who's one of the members of the murder unit, I'm just like, I'm listening to what he's saying, and I'm listening to this shit that Charlie Rock LD is saying. And I'm like, damn, man, I wish it wasn't like that. I believe these people involved with these situations probably love each other or have a level of love and respect for each other, but this is the problem. These professional rappers are bringing gangsters or street people, street guys, street players to the music industry to help them secure their position, right? But once they get in position, they know this shit is bad for business. This gangster shit is bad for business. I gotta get away from these niggas. I gotta get away from these niggas. You feel me? And then I think about Pop Lottie. Rest in peace, Pop Lottie in Harlem. I think about Pop Lottie. He's not here anymore. He's deceased. And I think about these street guys, some gave their lives and shit. Some gave their youth to institutions for probably protecting some of these dudes and shit like that. But while this is going on, these gangsters, these street players, these hoods, these blocks, y'all gotta master the crossover dribble. Y'all gotta master the art of when it's time to cross over. What I mean by that is, while y'all amongst these professionals, y'all have to incur as many skills as possible, whether you're a booking agent, whether you're a promoter, whether you're the head of a security company, a legitimate security company. There's various positions that you have to legitimize yourself. So you don't really need these guys anymore. They will actually value your presence because you then became something that they kind of gave birth to. Damn, I just brought these murder unit niggas here. Now one of these niggas is an executive. I did that. That's my work. You feel me? So both parties is kind of investing in each other. The street guys be investing their hopes and futures in being secured by these entertainers. And these entertainers are using these street players to secure their position. So parties are kind of, I don't want to say using each other, but utilizing each other. At some point, you have to become legitimate. You can't continue to be the gangster the whole way through. You got to put the pistol down and start carrying a MacBook. You got to put the pistol down and start carrying a MacBook, or start carrying a camera or something of the media nature. You feel me? And it will up your value. You feel me? I'm telling you how to perfect your dribble. So these guys, when they cast you aside, you be able to stand on your own too. I listened to Charlie Rock tell his stories, and I could hear that he was hurt. He's a street guy. I don't know nothing but getting busy. And you know I don't know nothing but getting busy, Joe. I love you, Joe. And you know I don't know nothing but this thug shit. You got me out of institutions. You feel me? And I don't know how to turn it off. I ain't been in society. I don't even know how to, when we go to these restaurants, I don't know what forks and silverware to use and shit like that. You got to teach me this shit. You feel me? And these niggas be clowning, doing they bullshit because they don't know any better, ain't been taught any better. You feel me? And if you be fucking up. And before you know it, they start to distance themselves for you. 50 Cent spoke about why Tony Yayo was the last person that's with him. They said, why is Yayo still here? Why is he the only one that you kept? He said, because Yayo know when he said, it's just a matter of me making it between each one of his fuck ups. Like, you know, he'll do something to fuck up and it's like, you know, and we move on to the next time you fuck up. But that's my man. You feel me? Fat Joe and these guys, they might not be as forgiving as 50 Cent. Tony Yayo was also a rapper, so he brings something to the table. Otherwise, he might would have got his ass sent home like Bang'em Smurf. That's how Smurf got sent home. Smurf is hurt too. Smurf's feelings is hurt too. 50 Cent and Smurf don't hate each other. They don't. 50 Cent don't hate Smurf. He love that nigga, miss that nigga. Smurf miss him too. What you seeing is a spat. You seeing an online spat that can't heal because one has got deported. But they got here together, was making money together. You feel me? So they have to, there's an element of love present. You feel me? But he sent him home. These niggas be doing too much, man. You know what I mean? You send them home. And after they go home, they got to go back to their regular lives. Charlie Rock was having some substance abuse issues that he spoke about, that Fat Joe also spoke about online, openly. And I'm told that he was staying in like a hospice for people in recovery, something like that, like a inpatient situation, had been there for a couple of years. And I'm pretty sure once he got them drugs out of the system or whatever, was trying to get clear vision and he got this internet, when he look at Fat Joe and see Fat Joe on the internet, that shit hurt bad. That shit hurt bad because, you know, I was right there next to him. I was his right-hand man. And he don't even fuck with me no more. Damn. It can't never be the same no more. I'm going to always be on the outside. Feelings is hurt. Most men, especially men who've been in institutions, suffer in silence. We might reach for a vice, a big booty bitch, alcohol, drugs, something to ease the pain. And I'm just keeping it too gully for y'all right now. Tay zapping the fuck out of y'all, man. I don't know what y'all doing. Pee-wee, if any of these niggas act up in here, kick them out forever. Kick them out forever. They don't need to be here. They don't need to be here. He said, crazy. Rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to him. I grew up listening to the Terror Squad. I was listening to them niggas in their prime. I'm going to tell you my impression of the Terror Squad when they first came around. It was the same impression as me looking at Crazy Legs and them New York City Breakers and shit like that. Like, these some rapping ass Puerto Ricans, man. Niggas rapping ass Puerto Ricans, man. New York Ricans, the ones with the fades and shit. You know what I'm saying? With the Averex, the butter Avarexes, the fly ones and shit. Fly New York City Puerto Ricans, that's what the Terror Squad represented, spitting that shit. And I'm glad that I got a piece of that. I enjoyed it, too. I enjoyed it. But Charlie Rock was one of the original members of Terror Squad when it was a street crew. Fat Joe adopted the name of an actual street crew from the Bronx. Word. He said Terror Squad was a rap group. They were all, actually, before they combined, Fat Joe was a solo artist. I believe Pun and Triple Sace was called Full Eclipse Crew or something like that. It's a history to it, but they have the Bronx and they have hip hop. Something else that Charlie Rock said I want to speak about. Charlie Rock said out of his own mouth, he's someone who I would feel is credible from the Bronx. and he's Puerto Rican. Charlie Rock said that, he said Cuban Links too, pardon me. Full Eclipse Clue, the three of those guys, pardon me. Charlie Rock said that Blue Boy killed Larry Davis for a reputation. Born Majesty, I appreciate your super chat. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? That was big for me coming out of a Puerto Rican brother. It was big. It was big because that let me know he was calling it like he see it. He was calling it like he see it. He wasn't standing alone, no racial guidelines. He was New York, Bronx, calling it like he see it. And that's what the fuck it was. So, big up to him for that revelation that needed to be said. He said Boosie has some substance abuse issues. He gonna get clean. He gonna get clean. He gonna get clean because now he got some a case in San Diego County that could turn federal if they decide to pick it up. If they decide to be assholes, that's his biggest worry right now, that remains a San Diego County case. He can get probation, community service, like 6 months in a county jail and shit like that if it stays at a state level in San Diego. Boosie got shot in Texas. He still won't hire security because his features price ain't nothing but $5 to $7K. He said $5 to $7K is dang. What's wrong with getting $5 to $7K for a feature? The key is to try to get 10 features a week. If you're making 70 G's a week, that's the key. He said, what kind of gun was it? A real one. Kind of get you arrested. Y'all like this video. It's 900 people here. I appreciate y'all. See y'all super chat ain't working, but this ain't that type of party, man. This content is free. This dope content is free. Make sure y'all check it out. Those who are members of the channel, go check out that interview I did with Marvin O'Connor. It's opened some doors. Make sure you're a member of the channel. Get them early uploads. He said the baby got his gun case thrown out in Cali. He said the baby was signed to a major label. He said, salute to the dribble. Fat Joe wasn't that guy. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. That Don Cartagena album was flawless. That was, ooh-wee. That shit was flawless from start to finish. Classic. He said, great answer, Gully, a real one. Made it juicy for him. In this day and age, if someone has a substance abuse history, problem, struggling with it, and it might be a certain substance that's sweeping the country, but I was personally told that. Be careful. This ain't no this isn't the era to be sniffing and shit like that. That shit played out. I never did it. I was never into it. The people that was close to me never did it. You do it now, they'll be making your funeral plans if you get the wrong bag. So this is a great time to put that down. It's a great time. Houston, the CUNY homes, I've been there. I took a picture in front of that George Floyd mural. And I bought blunts out that store in the CUNY homes. I've been on all y'all sets. I've been on all y'all sets. I ain't doing it no more. But everybody that's in here, wherever you from, I done been on your block, nigga. I slid on through. I'm like a needle in a haystack at all times. But I be around. Pete Rock in my top 3 producers of all time. He said, really about that life, Trinity Ave crew was serious. All you got to do to just know what the fuck is going on. Them Puerto Ricans in the 90s, like Fat Joe and them niggas, if you can get next to one of them niggas, I ain't talking about no rap shit. I'm talking about meeting one of them niggas in a jewelry store, sneaker store. This is where you would get close to him, where you could talk if you didn't know him. Jewelry store, sneaker store, the auto detailing spot where they did the kits and shit like that. Puerto Rican niggas is always up in there and shit. If you could cut into them niggas like them niggas, they had a look. Y'all know y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Them Puerto Ricans, they had a look. Them big ass Cuban links with the Jesus head, the real ones, them big ones look. Get close to one of them niggas, man. Jackpot, man. You could retire. They don't trust niggas. But if you get a good, back then, if you got a good run going, like I grew up with some Puerto Ricans. I knew how to. I was able to circumvent any racial issues and shit with Puerto Ricans because the ones that I grew up, they wasn't racist. So they could go on my behalf. Don't tell me you niggas ain't got nothing, man. Go find something. Fuck you mean y'all ain't got nothing? All y'all got something. Call your cousin, your uncle, all y'all got something. Even the ones that ain't doing nothing. I told the CO that one time in the county. I said, don't be in here acting funny, man. Don't be in here acting funny, man. Your life could have went either way. You know that, and I know that. You could have ended up on this side of the boat. You chill out. Don't do that. Cause that shit was like heritage. He said, facts. That shit was like heritage. For real. They had that shit. Yeah, I already know Fat Joe and them was tearing it the fuck up. Imagine if Big Pun was still alive and did a joint with Immortal Technique and Chino Edsel. My man said I seen him in Philly. Yeah, they was in Philly. Badlands. They was in Philly. Yep. He said, Gully speaking facts. I would call my man June, who I grew up with. June, go get me something, bro. Rest in peace to June. Carlos, what up? That shit is a part of their heritage. They know that. My shorty Puerto Rican and shit. I tell her that. These niggas around here, your uncles and shit, these niggas ain't innocent. Niggas run around here looking like they squares now and shit. He said the dribble got that hip hop bounce. I appreciate it. I would tell her, yeah, you see your uncles and shit, your grandfathers and shit. All these niggas was active. They run around here in them F-150s working jobs now looking like regular people. But in the 90s, they the niggas that retired. Niggas went to jail. Some people got rich and fucking retired. Straight up. Basing that. Make sure y'all get Pillmatic, man. Straight up. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Boosie right now. He said, I heard one Boosie song back in the day. I seen him in concert before. He put on a pretty good show. The people that listen to him, he packs houses. Don't get it fucked up. I seen it with my own eyes. Boosie pack a house. They like that shit. I don't know what albums is classic. I don't know. He said they bought cleaning companies and sat back. Yeah, that's what they did. You'll see them every now and then. Like, you'll bump into them niggas every now and then. You might be somewhere out to eat or something, and you hey back and shit. So you might see them with their family. Say, yo, don't I know you? And they give you the head nod like, I see you, baby, with your family and shit. Put your feet up and shit. You was notorious in the 90s. He said, you know Boosie getting bailed out. Yeah, he gonna make bail. They gonna have some stipulations, though. He said, I can't listen to Boosie if he paid me. What do you think about the dude that got choked to death? I'm glad you reminded me of that. I mean this from the heart. I would never, ever, ever watch any of y'all here get choked out by one of them. He couldn't have did that with me here. I mean, he couldn't have did that with me present. But it's my upbringing. I think different. The hair on my back stand up different. My instincts are different. But y'all, I'm telling you, they could never choke you out in front of me. We both going to jail. We going to jail. You know what I mean? Or we might go to the ER, but they ain't gonna kill you in front of me. Some shit about to get the shaking up in here. I mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the second time I seen that. I couldn't watch that joint because some years ago, I seen a guy choke and had killed a motherfucker in Walmart. Was laying on top of him, choking him from the back, and the dude's legs was shaking and shit. And I was traumatized by that shit, and I would just lose it if that go for any one of y'all. That go for Mano, my son, Joe. I would never let that shit happen, ever. But that guy was a entertainer. He was a Michael Jackson impersonator, man. He had some gifts. He was pretty good. Michael Jackson impersonator. He probably belonged in Vegas. You can get that shit off in New York City, Times Square and shit like that. I don't know what his issue was. A lot of people that live in New York City, man, and I know this from riding the train because I've rode the train before. It be people in New York City on the trains with unbelievable mental issues. You feel me? There be people on the trains with some unbelievable mental issues. Seriously. And the last thing that anybody would want to do is probably grip someone up who's homeless or destitute or has mental health issues. So if it resorted to that, he probably made them feel uncomfortable, but they wasn't supposed to. I'm hurt by that shit. I'm almost enraged, man, because it was people holding his hands down like he couldn't wiggle or nothing, man. And it looked like it was people of color holding his hands down. And it might have been people of color filming this shit, but whatever the case, he was killed. And y'all talk all that gangster killer shit online all day long about how many niggas y'all cut. Y'all talk about all of this shit about how many niggas y'all cut and maimed on Rikers Island. I don't know the legal ramifications of what's going on with this dude as far as him being charged, but if he did it on a train, he's going to Rikers Island. You already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. That's in y'all hands. He said New York City has special strangulation laws. You can't be doing that shit. That dude had military training. And not only that, his family is law enforcement. He's being protected. He was being concealed by the fraternal order of police and shit like that till he got legal representation. I used to see him performing on my way to work. He was a thin man. The people involved in that man's death probably weren't from New York and used to people wilding out on the train. That dude was from Long Island. The killer was from Long Island, if I'm not mistaken. He said that dude is done by NYC statutes. He's finished. He should be finished at the island. When he gets to the island, when he get to Rikers Island, we want to see how effective y'all is. We want to see what y'all gonna do. He said I was in 3rd Ward. My people lived in 3rd Ward. My people lived on McGregor Drive. My people went to Yates. That's 3rd Ward. The Shape Center and shit like that, that's 3rd Ward. Been all through there. The CUNY Homes is 5th Ward. That's that Houston dribble. So I interviewed Steve Francis out in Houston. My people went to Yates, though. He said they know what he did. He said, Gully, you won't be smiling on Rikers Island. I ain't going to Rikers Island. I don't fantasize for shit like that. And ain't got nothing to prove by it. Motherfuck Rikers Island. That's where he got to go. And the niggas that's there when he get there, y'all done been making all types of niggas take their sneakers off and doing all types of shit to niggas since Rikers Island been in existence. Eat food. Allegedly, he verbally threatened everyone and said he would die trying. The media has protected him and his family. The media let them scrub the internet. White people from certain parts of Long Island aren't used to being around black people. He should have left him alone. He said not watching KD tonight. As far as basketball goes, I'm big chilling right now. Check this out. Our next game is at home, the Lakers I'm speaking of. We undefeated in the playoffs at home. Take care of business at home, fellas. If they go down to 3-1, if Golden State go down 3-1 to the Lakers, finish them. Finish them. Hey, yo, finish them. I ain't tripping off Phoenix. I don't care what happened over there. I'm telling you something that we seeing. This is great basketball. This is the best playoffs I've seen since John Starks and them niggas. Listen, it's great basketball. Golden State Warriors, they had a dynamic formula that shocked and won over America and worldwide. It went over the universe. Them niggas brought the Loyola Marymount shit to the NBA. Them niggas bombing threes. They bombing threes, right? After watching them motherfuckers light motherfuckers up, because the rest of the league wasn't prepared yet. The rest of the league had to catch up. As far as three-point proficiency, it took the rest of the league a couple of years to catch up. Talk that shit, dribble. It took the rest of the league a couple of years to catch up in shooting proficiency. Golden State was gunning motherfuckers down when the rest of the league wasn't prepared to shoot like that. They hadn't practiced that shit. Them niggas had their confidence was through the roof. They was running around killing motherfuckers. There's two remedies to that shit. I'm noticing it from watching the Lakers play. Number one, don't wait for them niggas to start shooting threes at you. Don't wait for Golden State to start shooting threes at you. When they tip that ball off, go shoot a tray at their ass. You got to draw first blood. Go shoot a tray at their ass. and let them deal with that shit and come down and shoot another motherfucking tray. If you got shooters, don't be the prey. Don't let them niggas shoot at you. I'm telling you. D'Angelo Russell, ain't that his name? D-Lo. D-Lo came out and hit 3 straight threes, man. Them niggas panicked. They panicked. They was like, man, what the fuck is going on? Only we do this shit. So that make them niggas got to go back down and rush up a 3. When y'all seeing how quick Klay Thompson's release was? That ain't natural. That's not a natural shooting stroke. Run it around. As soon as he gets that ain't natural. Some nights that shit go in. It do. Some nights it go in. D'Angelo Russell put 3s on them niggas' ass, right? And then them other niggas start scoring. Rui Hachimura starts scoring. Rui starts scoring. Motherfucking Anthony Davis starts scoring. So it's a combination of the 3s and the mid-range. Golden State don't got no mid-range game because they don't practice it. Wiggins used to be a mid-range player until he went to Golden State. Wiggins had a mid-range game. He kind of played kind of like Jimmy Butler a little bit. Until he went to Golden State. Took all of that shit out of him. He 3-point shooter. Them niggas and they quit. I noticed this about them. If Golden State get down, it's a 3. They call it the 3-point avalanche. It's very intimidating. If you can survive it, you got to be getting buckets. But you can't go bucketless during the 3-point avalanche because you're going to get smoked. You got to be putting points on the board. Either 2s, free throws, or 3s. You have to put points on the board during the 3-point avalanche. The 3-point avalanche from Golden State, it lasts about 1:30 seconds. Almost 2 minutes sometimes. Them niggas come down and get the gatting. You feel me? And when you come back down, if you don't get no bucket, boom, they gat that your ass. Uh-oh, they done hit 2 3s. That's 6 points. Now you panicking. Go back down, don't get a bucket. They shoot 3s. Boom. That's 9 points. You ain't scored a bucket. They got 9. Intimidating. Before you know it, just take the fight out of motherfuckers. But if you play defense on them niggas, like LA block a lot of shots. Thank you, Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks woke up the Lakers. Dylan Brooks woke up the Lakers. Not just LeBron James, the Lakers. Basketball is a team sport. He didn't just offend LeBron James. He offended the whole team. He had defended the whole team charged up like, oh, fuck that. This bitch ass, because he a young nigga. He only 27, 26, some shit like that. This bitch ass nigga talking shit to OG. OG just broke the all-time scoring record in the NBA. This nigga not respecting. We got to get at they ass. That's why they start blocking his shot so much. It started with Memphis. AD and LeBron blocked Memphis shots so many times. I thought John Thompson was still living. John Thompson told Patrick Ewing in the national championship, I don't give a fuck if they call goaltending. You blocked the first 5 shots of this motherfucker. Knock that shit to the stands. That's what LeBron and AD was looking like. So Golden State got to deal with that around the basket. Take the 3 away from them. Force them to shoot the mid-range, something that they're not practicing. All they want to do is shoot 3s. That's it. And once they get down, them niggas quit. They tap out. They quit. They get discouraged. I'm like, damn, these niggas quitters? The rest of the league caught up. There's a remedy for it. Play big. Go against Golden State. Golden State, they're not a good road team. Play big on them. Your big have to be dominant against them. You got to score buckets. You feel me? They don't go to the foul line. How are you going to get to the free throw line and you shooting 3-pointers, you're not attacking a bucket. You putting yourself at a disadvantage shooting 3-pointers. Sure enough, you can take off and scoring, but if you're not hitting, not only are you not hitting, but you're not drawing any fouls. You allowing the defense to actually rest. If you're not attacking the basket, you allowing the defenders to kind of like rest, right? You bombing the rate threes. You're not drawing any fouls. The Lakers drawing fouls, putting their shooters in foul trouble, putting their personnel in foul trouble. Uh-oh, Desmond Bain got 2 fouls. Uh-oh, he got 3. Change the way you play basketball. Uh-oh, Curry got 2 fouls. Yeah, you walking around chewing on your motherfucking mouthpiece now. You're thinking about it. It changes the game. It changes the game. So, yeah, make sure you get to the line. A free throw is an uncontested shot. An uncontested shot. Rui Hachimura is playing huge for the Lakers. He's like LeBron size. The nigga like 6'8". He like 6'8" with a big body and can shoot. His 3-point percentage is up in the playoffs. I like him. I like him. He said Golden State don't have no shot blockers. You can get whatever you want going to the rack. They starting to develop a reputation of being dirty players because they can't defend. They can't defend. He said Rui shooting 56% from 3. He said non-ballers be complaining about lack of free throws. Can't get a foul, you ain't going to the rack, period. Period. Once you get to the rack, that's an uncontested shot. Make your free throws. You causing the other team to foul out, be in foul trouble. They got to move around personnel and shit. And that's why we should finish Golden State off. But survive the 3-point avalanche. That is all on that. He said Golden State is too short. He said Draymond has become seriously frustrated. Draymond has been balling. I'm glad he came back to continue. Draymond, whatever Draymond go through, he continues to ball. And I hate to hear people talk bad about him, about his game and shit like that. Draymond got several NBA championships. And I like the way he played. I like cohesion. He's Golden State's LeBron James, if you understand basketball. Facilitator. He said Draymond looked shook when they put Vanderbilt on him. And Vanderbilt got to get his offensive shit together, man. He be running around doing a lot of shit. Austin Reeves defended Steph Curry last night. Said it was tiring his ass out running around all them screens, so he didn't score a bunch of points, but other people picked up the slack. Great adjustment made by Darvin Ham inserting. I got to point this out. Golden State blew the Lakers out the other day in San Francisco, and he took all of the starters out. That was a turning point in the series. Darvin Ham, when Golden State blew the Lakers out, that was the turning point in the series. I say this because of when there was a lot of garbage time left in the game, and them niggas got off that bench and got minutes. Tristan Thompson. You going to continue to see him as the playoffs go on. They grooming him. Tristan Thompson, Lonnie Walker, big substitution. Putting Lonnie Walker in, giving him more minutes than Troy Brown. Great adjustment. He seen Lonnie Walker during that track when they was playing them trash minutes. Lonnie get out there, get some shots up. Beasley ain't doing it. Lonnie Walker, fire. Shout out to Red in Pennsylvania. He said Draymond could be an all-star on a lot of teams. Darvin Ham, a great coach. I refuse to believe that Darvin Ham is 100% the coach for is 100% the coach, makes all the coaches' decisions for the Lakers. What I mean by that is I just don't see him coaching LeBron. He's not coaching LeBron. That's out of the question. And Anthony Davis, like, he's not talking to them niggas like a coach. He not talking to them niggas like Pat Riley or Chuck Daly would talk to them. He talking to them like they his buddies and shit like, yo, man, you got to get back on D. We got to do this. When Darvin Ham say, we got to do this, that means, what do you have to offer to this conversation, LeBron? You the personnel. You feel me? You're the anchor on this team. We have to do this. And they did do man, Lonnie got to get more minutes. He played pretty good. Yeah, we got to get him in there. You think so? Darvin has to clear shit with LeBron James. You feel me? He has to clear shit with LeBron James. Trust me. Trust me. But he's doing pretty good. He is. And I like him. I like his style so far. He said Ham is an honorary captain. He can't coach them niggas, man. He wasn't no good in basketball, man. He was good, probably power forward, played a little defense and shit. He wasn't a good power forward. He could dunk, man. He was big, made it to the NBA, great. And he turning out to be a good coach. Phil Jackson wasn't no good. He ended up being I can't even say he was a great coach because his personnel was always like that. Darvin Ham shattered the backboard in the NCAA tournament. If Darvin Ham didn't do that, we probably never would have found out who he was. He probably did the dunk contest in the NBA too. I think he did the dunk contest one year. He said he was breaking backboards. He broke one backboard. But I don't see them taking he can't coach them, man. Them niggas looking at him like, coach, man, we seen your highlight tapes, man. We seen your highlight tapes, man. Let us get this shit together. He's a big dude. You can tell he real. He need to stop. He be having that fucking tobacco in his mouth on TV. He needed to stop that shit. Lakers in Denver in the conference finals. Don't worry about the Lakers. We'll be there. Y'all get the East together. Darvin Ham and Draymond, both from my city, Saginaw. I was going to say Grand Rapids. Shout out to Michigan. He said he did the dunk contest in college. He an athlete. He's big, I know that. Tatum and Brown headed to a breakup. Yeah, they're going to break up the Celtics if they don't do something this year. That's obvious. What do you think about Cam and May's show? I only been seeing clips. I think I would generally enjoy it because we have the same age, probably going to be interested in the same topics. I know the basketball shit that they talk about is official because they both play basketball. And them niggas both New York City basketball players, man. Like, I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy the show. I know that Cam wasn't going to beat Mario Chalmers one-on-one. He said Cam and May shit good. Anytime you combine hip-hop and basketball, it's the shit. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and get ready to watch this Marvin O'Connor interview. It's fire. You're going to love it. And more hip-hop. E-Ness. Got the E-Ness joint. OG Law up next. Make sure y'all go to the website. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm up out of here. Peace.